Hey, YouTube peoples! Okay, so I just finished doing all my readings. I had a fabulous night with many, many readings. It was amazing. I can't thank my supporters enough, and I can't thank those that support me here on YouTube enough, so I just wanted to give a brief thank you and show my gratitude for that. I really appreciate it. I wanted to talk to you guys about children and how the mindset works, with the way schools are and things like that. Often, when kids go to school and stuff, they come home and their demeanor is completely different. They don't really open up to you as a parent anymore. They don't talk to you about things. They kind of shut you out. When you start noticing these signs, guys, start asking them, what's wrong? How was school today? What happened? Make a point of making them talk to you. I've learned with a few of my children, as most of you know, I have 4, that in most cases they're being bullied, and they don't know how to deal with it, and there's too many children taking their own lives now because of being bullied. I can relate to being bullied. I was bullied majority of my life. It eventually did help me grow to be a stronger person, but some people do not or cannot find a way to make it a stronger thing for them. If you notice changes in a child's behavior, especially in school, no matter the grade, automatically ask them what's going on. And if they say to you, well, so-and-so's saying this and so-and-so's saying that, as a parent, do not be scared to reach out to the administrators of the school. The administrators can make it to where, the child is questioned and they don't know why. A lot of things happen on the buses, and they have cameras on most buses now. So, they can definitely look into those videos and they'll just think that they were browsing the videos. They won't know anything other than that. Write your child's teacher a note. I can't guarantee you that your child's going to give the teacher the note, but write your child's teacher a note and let them know, hey, my son or daughter said that, so-and-so is hitting them or pinching them, whatever it may be. Bring it to the administrator's attention. Unfortunately, you will have administrators and or teachers that don't try to help you and will act like it's not a big deal. As a parent, do not be scared to show your ass, okay? Oops. Not a good word. Do not be scared to show your butt. You are your child's advocator, and if you can't advocate for your child, who else will? Being bullied is nothing to play with. It scars you. That old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me, is crap. Okay? Words hurt worse than sticks and stones, in my opinion, and until you build some kind of a wall to a point that you don't deal with this anymore, it breaks you down, and all these words will flood in your memory. Anytime something happens, it floods in your memory. You really lose sight of who you are because you're trying to change so much to please other people. If your kids are being bullied and you're noticing the changes, don't ignore them. I think that's where many, many parents lose their kids, is because they don't reach out to their child, and then they don't reach out for help. They don't ask their child, is there something I can do to help you, And even as an adult, if you're being bullied by another adult, it may seem childish. If it's at work, go to your boss. And if it's your boss, there has to be somebody above them. I really don't like the whole snitching type thing or anything like that. But I'm at the point now where I do not like to have drama or unnecessary negative vibes in my area. It goes back to the people being energy sucking leeches. One what we get is what we allow. And what we allow is what's going to determine basically who we are as a person, because you can only take so much before you crack. And are you going to crack in a good way or a bad way? And either way, it's really a bad way, because once you crack, it's either you lash out in a physical aspect, or you start talking about people the way they were talking about you or your kid, or do you yourself or that child take their life? Personally, I don't want to be a parent that buries my child. I love my kids beyond words, and I'll do anything I can to advocate for them. I have several times. There's not really too much you can say on it, but if you know of a child that's being bullied, even if it's not your child, but you see it, and you happen to see this child's parent or teacher or someone, bring it to their attention. We shouldn't be losing as many children as we are. I know the world is not a very good place anymore, but isn't it terrifying at the amount of people, just people in general, not even just children, people in general, that are taking their lives because so-and-so said this, so-and-so did that. And it made me feel like I was crap. Often those feelings come from not being honest with yourself and accepting your flaws. And as far as children are concerned, you have to advocate for them. I can't stress that enough. You have to advocate for them. I've had to do it recently. And, my child is in middle school and was like, it's embarrassing that you're calling up here raising this much Cain and they're going to talk to the other student, da-da-da-da-da. And I was just like, well, would you rather me call, or do you want me to come up to the school? Because I can come up to the school. That's not a big deal. And they were like, no, calling's good. And at the end of the day, they were grateful because it ended up resulting in him and this student talking and working out the situation of what it was. And it was he said, she said crap. And most of the time, that's how it starts. You guys, so, bullying is not something to be taken lightly. I know we all glimpse at the news or watch the news. We see these kids that are being abducted. We see these kids that are killing themselves. And it's horrible. Just be aware, be vigilant, pay attention to your children and how they act and their demeanor and things like that. And it'll pay off in the long run, okay? I'm not going to go on too much about it, but, be an advocate for your child. Right now, definitely in this time of the world, they need us to be advocates for them. Support your children in all that they do and help them grow to be better people, okay? I guess that's pretty much it for today. I wasn't sure how to go about this. I've really got to get better at planning these videos. But y'all have a great day, and thank you for supporting me. I love you all. Bye.